A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
At the 9-yard line.
18 Gators.
On second down, Camara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
On third down, here's Camara. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this? And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. He got 29 yards that time. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. And this offense, this new offense, would appear they still have a few kinks to work through.
And isn't that to be expected? It's a unit that hasn't played together in a real game before. So they definitely got some growing pains, Brandon. And this one, it cost them 2 points.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So 1 touchdown, 1 2-point conversion. That accounts for our first half total. 8-0 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott will find his tight end. That's Waller. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing. Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise, and the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But
oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Able to find Wilder. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Now Prescott. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Touchdown, Cowboys. DJ Moore, 38 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it? And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And what is going on here? I've got 3rd down. Screen shows 3rd down, but they've got the punt team out there. And oh, we've seen it all now. It's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And incomplete, so the fake, a 3rd down fake that is, doesn't work. But now it's 4th down. A lot of confusion, especially in the crowd right now. A lot of folks thinking it's a turnover on downs, but it's not. It's just an incomplete pass. That was 3rd down. Now it's 4th down. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 10 yards out, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, tight right. Solo out there, check down.
A 10th carry for Kamara. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down. And the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run it again with Kamara. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I put the word big in capital letters here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
To get the offense off the field, they're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Manning. He's got Mason complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
He's crazy. He's checking crazy.
Manning to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Pilot, 64, weak. They go.
Manning gonna throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw is Manning. Over the middle, complete. It's Mason. The 20. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
This one caught by Ridley. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.